There we go. We active. Yep, we active. This one might not be the longest one because again, pretty not self-explanatory, but pretty straightforward concept. And my cut's almost finished, so these videos are now the length of my cardio. So this shit probably gonna be short and keep staying short. Kind of like this fucking setup. Why is it down so low? Ugh. All right. So the concept of today, the talk of today is, um, wow, ironic. Make a plan. I should have planned out this beginning a little bit better. But that's the conversation, I guess, for today. Make a plan and make it in a way that you understand it and only you can understand it. And you do not have an excuse because you own a phone. Okay, you own a phone. Go to your notes. Start. Just start. Like, holy shit, my quads are sore. Just write literally anything. Write what you want to do, and then next week you'll be thinking, and you're like, oh, I can do this. And you put that underneath it, and then you'll be thinking about other shit. It's like, oh, I could also do that. Put that underneath it, and then you look at it and you're like, this makes no fucking sense. And then you add some structure to it. Put goal at the top. Step one, step two, step three, and then underneath that you can put a like subcategory of stuff you want to do, like a to-do list to get step one, two, three done. Then underneath that you can do like whatever. There's no point me explaining how to write a um, to-do list or a plan. There's no point me explaining how to write a plan for you because you need to write it how you understand it. And it can be the most complicated, like fucking color coordinated, upside down words. It can be the most crazy shit to a random person. As long as it makes sense to you, that's the sickest part of it. That's so lit. That's so cool. Because then you've got your own personal, yeah, your own personal touch on it, and I feel like it low key manifests it a little bit. Like that's a whole conversation in its own. Some people believe it, some people don't. I think it's good to believe in. Honestly, there's no harm. Well, what's the harm in manifesting something that you're working for, not being delusional and hoping that the stars align and reality hands you $1 million. If you want $1 million and you're going to work towards $1 million, have the vision and see it. I feel like that's also part of planning as well. You need to be able to have written out a plan, have that plan written out to see the end goal. Because you can't digest it in a way. Like you are where you are right now, you've got your goal, but what the fuck is in between that? It doesn't make sense. All the shit that you got to do in between that, which like that's all of it. The feeling now and the feeling after, that's just it's all about the journey. That's what they say. So the feeling now and feeling after, they're just feelings. They're just what you have and what you want. But what you actually have to do, the guts of the whole scenario, the guts of it, is the most important part. And if you plan it out, you can digest it so much easier. And it makes sense. It makes sense in your brain because you wrote out those notes, and those notes make sense to only you. You understand, okay, if I do this, okay, then that's done. Then theoretically, so I'll be here. Okay, then I can move to that because I'll have that done. I can do this. You just plan it out, and it is so much more digestible. Like what I'm doing right now with my body, like a full rebody comp. I like the shit I have in mind. I've got it all written out, all planned out, a 5-stage plan, and you know what? Honestly, it's much easier on paper than it is actually doing, but I can always go back to that when I feel like I've got no clue what I'm doing, you know? When I feel like I don't know what the fuck to do next, this ain't working, that's the tough one. Because if it's genuinely not working, Part of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again with no result or no outcome, and no different outcome. So if it's actually not working, you need to be like, I'm doing something wrong and reevaluate. But when it's with like weight loss, the scales always fuck with you. The scales always be fucking with you, man. So you need to be able to say, it's not working, but I'm going to stick to the plan. And then when you stick to the plan, a week later, it's like, oh shit, it actually was working. I was just in a bit of a rut, you know? Your plan is always there for you to fall back on. And I made a video on it a while ago. It's remember why you started. Remember why you started, you know? Put a video, a voice memo, something at the start of that notes of pure like hope, encouragement, something that you formulated for yourself, not some fucking bullshit you just ripped off Instagram, because that's going to lose its effect real quick, because you're going to be like, that's some bullshit. But something you genuinely felt, a moment you genuinely felt like you could do it, a moment where you felt like you could change your life. If you can quote that or caption that or just capture it, for you to then visit when you're in the rut, when you're in the thick of it, it makes it so much easier. So much easier. Because you can be like, you can kind of turn off your brain. And that is the biggest superpower with pursuing something or achieving something or whatever. Being able to not turn off your brain, but turn off your emotion toward it. Turn off the feeling. Because you're not going to want to feel like doing it the whole time you're doing it. If you do, you've hit the fucking nail on the head of what you want to do in life. I don't think it's possible because we're humans, we're day to day, we're faced with human shit like, oh, this guy's got better doing that thing. I guess I'm doing the wrong thing. Instagram, XYZ, you know what I'm talking about, human shit. But if you like every day, you know this is what you want to do, and you can do it without any second thought, like for the whole period of the feeling now to the feeling after, shit, that's your thing. Don't ever give that up. But more often than not, you're gonna forget. You're gonna forget why you started. You're gonna lose that initial feeling. You're gonna be just fucked. You're gonna start overthinking. Is this even worth it? Should I pursue this? Why am I doing this? All of that, all of it, and that's fine. That's humans, but that's why you have your plan, because your plan, you always fall back on it. Okay, what part am I even up to? Fuck, I'm so early into it still. I've barely even got there, but it doesn't matter because you've got a vision of what you need to do, or just what you need to do that day. How do you get through that day? You know, if you don't have a plan and you get knocked into the mindset of how do I just get through today, you could end up doing terrible shit because your mindset is going to be focused on your feelings, and then you're going to be pulled towards the things you feel you want to do, not the things you need to do to get to where you want to be. So it's a fucking superpower being able to just turn down the volume on your thoughts, your emotions, and just stick to the plan. Just stick to the plan. There's no harm in it. Just stick to the fucking plan. Just you don't even have to think. Turn it off. You can turn it off today. You don't got to try. Just stick to the plan. So that's the main point. That's the main vision. The main thing I want to get across in this video. Make a plan for whatever it may be. And I'm not talking ChatGPT, how to become a millionaire. Bro, you are going to discard that next week. Or better yet, you're not going to listen to it because it actually tells you how to do it. And you can't be bothered doing it. You need to write out a plan that at one point in time, just at one point in time, you think is a good idea and will work. Because that time will pass. Whatever mindset you were in will be gone. You'll be in a different mindset and you can go over it again. And you can either go over it and be like, oh, That's a pretty fucking solid plan. I guess I'll just stick to it. Or you can go over it and be like, that actually makes no damn sense. And then tweak it, make it a little bit better, force it into a better direction, you know? But just make a plan for whatever it may be. For whatever it may be. Make a plan for your days. Honestly, if you start making plans for little things, I feel like making plans for big things is a lot easier as well. And with that, I literally mean your day. Like, ugh. No, I'm not going to get into that. I was about to get into like a whole rabbit hole of a different scenario, but if you start planning out your day, morning to even just afternoon, and then afternoon to nighttime, or throughout the day, you make your plan on the fly, you'll be so much better at making big plans about the big vision, about what you can do for a whole week, about what you can do for a whole month, because you understand the process of planning, the process of completing one task and jumping straight to the next. You know, oh, today I'm laying down right now. I need to go do the dishes. Once I do the dishes, I'll grab the recycling bin because it's over there. Grab the recycle rubbish, take it out, bin it. I'll take the garbage with me as well. Go on that path, leave the recycling on the step, hang out my clothes, go back, fucking rearrange the fridge, put the recycling thing back there, Make a literal path, like a path that you can follow. And you don't get distracted doing it. This is in your day to day. And you can relay this to your real life, to real life scenarios and real life accomplishments if you just plan out little things like your day. Because then planning out your day will then turn into planning your week. Planning your week will turn into planning your month. Planning your month will turn into planning years. And a year's worth of planning completed can change your life. It can change your life. If you make a plan, if you make a plan that takes one whole year to complete, step by step, your whole fucking life can be different when you complete that plan. Your whole life, everything you know can be changed. It sounds unrealistic, it sounds unreal, but it is unreal until you know what you have to do it. It doesn't make sense until you know what you have to do. Just because we're grown doesn't mean we're not fucking still got the brain of a kid. A kid doesn't know shit until he gets taught and shown how to do it. If you can see a path in how to do something, how to get somewhere, you can do it much easier than just being like, yeah, I'm an adult. I know everything. I can do it. That ignorant mindset a lot of people get at their late teens, early 20s for a while. Like, me personally, I think I'm an idiot. I don't know anything. Because really, I don't know much else from what I learned from high school, a couple life lessons. I only know 20 years of information. That ain't a lot, bro. Double that shit and add some. Yeah, you know what? I might know a bit more. But now I'm stupid. And for me to think I'm smart in the like eyes of the world is very ignorant. Very, very ignorant. Because I don't know nothing. Really. I ain't know shit. And that's the case with a lot of 20-year-olds, but most are ignorant to it because say they've made money or they've got their heart broken or they've bought their car. They've done something in their life that's significant to them, so they feel like they've got it figured out. Yeah, fair enough. You figured something out, but you ain't figured it out. There are people who are 55 with everything you've got times a million, and they still ain't figured it out. So be dumb, be ignorant, be stupid until you're not, until you know what you have to do, until you've done all the things you want to do or the things you said you will do, rather than just feeling like you know it all because you completed one task. Job's not done. Job's not finished. So, a little bit of a tangent, but yeah, make your plan so much easier for anything. Fuck, for anything. I'm not talking like all this Instagram algorithm bullshit. Make a plan to become a millionaire. Make a plan to fucking get that car and have a private jet. Yeah, you can, but first, make a plan on getting lunch. You know, you're trying to lose weight. You don't want to be too fatty. Don't leave it until you're starving, driving around with 15 minutes left on your break, because you're gonna go get KFC. You're gonna go fuck up. You're gonna get some shit convenient food. Rather, plan it. Fuck, I need to start eating healthy. Okay, what can I do to start eating healthy? My lunches. I guess I'll make lunch tonight for tomorrow. You know, plan it. Plan the little things, and then planning in the great scheme of things comes much easier. The grand scheme of things. Just plan shit out. Plan shit out, and it'll happen to work out. And you can see a plan as manifestation, you know. If you plan it, you're manifesting it, then you take the steps to complete it. Hey, technically manifesting ain't real. You're just him or her. I'll see you in the next one.